Ladies and gentlemen, snow sports enthusiasts, welcome to Snowtopia. My name, of course, is Up with the Potato, and if you've never heard of this game before, it is a brand new building management game that puts you in control of your very own mountain. So you need to optimize ski slopes, you need to create routes, you need to create chairlifts, all in order to make skiers and snowboarders happy. Anyway, we're going to jump into a brand new game here. We're going to immediately get started. Crater Lake, Frozen Peak, Mount Alpha, there's a whole bunch of different difficulty settings, there's a whole bunch of different stats, difficulty criteria as well. I think we're going to start with Crater Lake, just because I find the idea of building a ski resort around a lake in the frozen wasteland, a little bit interesting and very, very unique. Okay, this is I guess our ski lodge. This is Snowtopia. Welcome to Crater Lake. This is the crater that the lake chats about, and we've got this entire area within which to build our ski resort. It's just that freaking simple. Okay, as ever, I've done the tutorial. I know what's going on. I've played a little bit. I'm gonna try and explain as best as I possibly can. So, this is, I believe, the area called, I think it's the snow front. I think that is the technical term for it. Yeah, the snow front. There we go. Just wanted to absolutely double check that. Anyway, this is the area where we're able to start lifts and we're able to finish runs. So this is, I guess, the communal ski area. So I think in the first instance we should probably consider getting a ski lift. I mean, we don't want to do anything too fancy. Area too steep for building. We want to go kind of steep, but we also don't want to go too steep, and the reasons will become clear in just a second. I think something like this is pretty good. So we're gonna wait for a builder. We'll get all of the required infrastructure set up in just a second. But this is gonna be the most basic way that we transport people around. We only have options for 2 chairlifts at the moment. The 1-person fixed grip surface tow and the 2-person fixed grip chairlift. So these are the basic things we're gonna hopefully be able to unlock through the research tech tree. A little bit more interesting ski slope stuff. But we'll get to that in a little bit. Okay, the Builder's Lodge as well. We're going to need to make sure that we get the Builder's Lodge down. Without a Builder's Lodge, we're going to have a pretty tough time. Actually just getting stuff done. So let's build the Builder's Lodge right next to the ski lodge for now. Let's unpause so that the video game can actually do a little bit of the construction. We're going to get a couple of volunteers assigned to the Builder's Lodge. Now, the interesting thing about this game is that it sort of works around volunteers and reputation and satisfaction rather than cold hard cash, which is kind of unique, actually. Anyway, we have a very limited number of volunteers, right? So we don't actually pay anyone for their services. All of the builders, the builders are working for free right now. They're building this 2-person fixed grip chairlift. Not entirely sure if I'd be comfortable writing a chairlift that had, basically been built for next to nothing. I'd rather have a professional do it. I don't think that that's an unfair statement. Anyway, the builders are doing what they're doing over there, so that's fine. But we just want to get people on the slopes pretty much as quickly as we possibly can. But we need to bear in mind that we have a hard limit to the number of people that we can actually put to work. So we got the Builder's Lodge down, which is entirely responsible for doing all of the building. Who'da thunk it? That's it. Ski Patrol Lodge, your go-to rescue crew. This is how we increase resort security and keep people safe. So that's pretty good. The Snow Groomer Hangar. So this is also a security feature and allows us to make the slopes just that little bit safer. We've got the mechanics workshop over here. This works entirely with maintenance of chairlifts. The research lab, you can probably guess exactly what the research lab does. Anyway, all of these buildings require volunteers. We've got the high altitude food kiosk at the moment, which is kind of nice. And to be honest, I feel like we should immediately get a high altitude food kiosk like right up here. Right? I mean, it's going to take a little while for the builder to actually get over there. I mean, I know that we're in 1x speed, but I think that I want to just explain exactly what is going on. Anyway, the high-altitude food kiosk allows us to serve skiers and, it just gives them an authentic taste of the mountain, It's just that simple. So that's lifts, that's maintenance, that's services. We don't have the other tab open and available yet. But the most important tab by far, is the slope tab. So we've got 3 differing types of slopes that we can actually create here. We can create narrow slopes with a width of 8 meters. We can create normal slopes with a width of 12 meters. Or we can create the biggest boys around, an 18 meter wide slope. I mean, I feel we gotta start simple, we gotta start basic. Okay, so this is how you build slopes. This is how you impact the mountain, and this is how you create interest in your resort. Now, I kind of envisioned having a very, very, very gentle slope here. So I believe that there are 4 different types of slopes, I think it is. Ooh, that's a great question, actually. I think there are 4 different types of slopes. So there's green, there's blue, red, and black as well, I believe, and that corresponds directly to difficulty level. So in the early game, I'm really, really, really hoping that we're gonna be able to get, you know, just this is perfect, actually. Just a nice easy green slope. That is brilliant. Very, very, very happy with that. That is looking particularly excellent. So let's get this built as well. Let's get the builders to work over there. Let's assign a volunteer to our food kiosk. Let's assign a volunteer to our chairlift. I believe that should automatically allow people into the resort, but I guess we'll have to wait a little bit for the ski slope to actually finish construction. So the ski slope, as I say, it's pretty important that we have lots of ski slopes. We're gonna be able to get multiple ski slopes branching from the top of this area here, this little resting point here, I guess. So we'll try and get progressively harder ski slopes and whatnot, and we can chain together different machines and different ski lifts in order to get people up the mountain. But at the moment, we don't really have the ability to make very long ski lifts or very interesting ski lifts. So they're all pretty boring and pretty short range. So you know what? If we sort out the basics, if we get the basic runs in order, then we'll be good. Okay, look at this. We have a procession of skiers that are heading towards the 2-person fixed grip chairlift. I mean, honestly, not surprised, given that it is the only thing that we have available. But this is how we're going to start improving our satisfaction and also our reputation. Now, this is quite important. So, satisfaction is garnered across different profiles of skiers. So, at the moment, we have access to 3 profiles at the very start of the game. Snow-struck lovers. That's a very, very interesting name. Sport Club Kids, New Fallen Snow. Now, these skiers all have different sport, comfort, environment statistics as well, and so as you can see, we get a average satisfaction level here. The important thing about the skier profile is that you're actually able to unlock multiple different profiles of skiers. So at the start of the game, as I've highlighted, we only have 3 different types. So that's the one of them is the snow sport kids. One of them is the what did I say? New Fallen Snow and Snow-struck lovers. Okay, there we go. Anyway, in order to unlock additional profiles, we need to level up. We need to level up our reputation. It's just that simple. That's what we need to do. Satisfaction, reputation, all of that needs to be leveled up in order to get more profiles, which is going to allow more guests and more people to, you know, go on different types of slope, which I'm pretty darned excited. Previous profile needs to be at 50, so I mean, as you can see, we need to increase everything. We need to increase everything that the snow-struck lovers like. Goodness gracious me. Anyway, as you can see, everyone has different abilities here. Now, obviously, we only have a beginner run at the moment. It's very, very boring. I don't think anyone has actually gone on the run yet. Can we crank up? There we go. If we crank up a second volunteer in there, then the lift goes slightly faster, which is, believe it or not, quite important because we have a problematic queue at this moment in time, which is a big old issue. We can click on individual skiers and have a little look at all of the stats. But to be honest, I think at this moment in time, we just want to see if we can try and get We just want to see if we can try and get maybe a blue run. I don't really know. I don't really know how challenging it is going to be to make a blue run. We've not really left ourselves altogether too much space here. Now, of course, we can't build uphill. We can't build uphill, but that's not necessarily a problem. Okay, I think we have to extend. I think we have to extend our lift setup here. I'm gonna try again to see if we can try and place something up here. The gradient is too steep. The gradient is very, very steep. And then it gets too long. Yeah, I don't like that. That's not good. What about up here somewhere? What about up here? So we try something like this. Okay, this is gonna be quite challenging indeed. Why don't we? What a great segue, eh? Why don't we see if we can plonk down a research lab? There we go. Plonk down a research lab in that orientation. Yes, please. Let's get it built. And let's start doing some research so that we can hopefully unlock some more advanced tech. There's a whole tech tree over here, which I had a little look at earlier. Lightweight pulls, 6 pounds less per pull. The motor will have more available power. And that just gives every Skeeto a 20 mile per hour, meter per hour bonus, which is wonderful. Yeah, we still have a pretty tragic queue. We still have a pretty tragic queue here, but I'm pretty glad that we went for a 2-person fixed grip chairlift as opposed to a 1-person. If it was a 1-person, we'd probably be having some pretty significant issues right now. How steep can we really go here? The gradient is, yeah, the gradient that we're allowed to develop is not very far. Area too steep for building. Yeah, there are a lot of steepness restrictions in place right now. Because I'm thinking that we try and maybe like get another chairlift and get like another route if we can. But my golly goodness gracious me, it's a problem. It's a problem. So we can go there. So we could go there. I was really kind of hoping that we'd be able to chain. I was really kind of hoping that we'd be able to chain these together. Okay, there is a possibility. I did see something over here. So this is a route. I'm gonna take that. Okay, so this is gonna be a single. This is gonna be a single, a 1-person fixed grip surface tow, because we want it to be small, right? We want it to be small. We want it to be exclusive, and we only want like the super advanced people to come this way. This gradient is too steep. This gradient is too steep. We can't go down. We're not allowed to go down. Anywhere else that we can sort of really go up? We are limited severely in the number of volunteers that we have, so we gotta be real careful. We can crank it up a little bit. Sure. Okay, so that's two additional ski lifts there. I think that this is going to be perfect. I think that this is going to be absolutely perfect. Okay, so we're still after a blue route, and if possible, we're interested in a red route as well, maybe even a black route, just because we want a little bit of variety. Okay, so we want to obviously go down. I think that we want to try and trace a pretty fine line. But all of this is just going to be green, isn't it? It's all going to be green. Okay, well, you know what? Let's get another green route. What can another green route hurt? We're probably going to have to start slightly higher if we want to get something bluish, which is very, very much what I'm in favor of. Okay. So let's try and keep it blue. I mean, we can go down this side. That's all good and well, but there is exactly nothing over here. There is exactly nothing over here. I wonder if instead it's worth us investigating the possibility of getting another ski lift in here. But even that is like, even that's a challenge. Even that's a challenge. I do like the idea of skiing down into this sort of crater over here, and then having to take a lift back up. Area's too steep for building. Yeah, I kind of thought that would be the case, though. I kind of thought that would be the case. Have we got the research facility down yet? No, we're almost done with the research facility. Let's crank it into 3 times speed. Our satisfaction is going through the freaking roof, which is excellent. That's very, very good. We need more volunteers as well. We're gonna need more volunteers for our advanced structures anyway. Let's assign more volunteers. We got 7 out of 9 volunteers that are assigned at the moment. Load responsive grip. Plus 5% max gradient. So after we get lightweight pole attachment, which is going to be a speed increase to the lifts, we're going to get the load responsive grip, which I think is going to be just fine. Got a new volunteer arriving every now and again, which is excellent. The brand new slope is up and running. Let's get the brand new lift up and running as well. Okay, looks like there's a little bit of demand for this as well, which is great. 74% reputation, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. And also we've got some pretty good reputation as well. Okay, the research has already been done. Well, that's brilliant. Let's get the load responsive grip, shall we? Simple gantry, additional speed, adjustable tension, -2 wear and tear, anti-jolt springs, snow tires, repair training, a soup bar, a small shelter, a dedicated storage area. Okay, that's fine. And then we need to unlock more profiles, I think it is, in order to get into this second area. Okay, well, let's queue up research, or simple gantry, I should say. Let's queue up research and simple gantry, adjustable tension, anti-jolt springs, snow tires, pretty much as we possibly can. We will do. Also, we now have got a required maintenance call on our chairlift here, which means that we are going to have to get the mechanics workshop, which is actually completely fine. There we go. Alrighty. Good stuff. And priority level, we'll put that on priority level high, because it is very, very important that we get it done. We got some skiers. We've got some skiers that are now extending all the way up to the new area, which is very, very cool indeed. Wow, we have a long queue here. That is not great. It's not great, but you know what? I'm okay with it. Let's get an extra run up here, even if it doesn't really yield anything. What about a big run? I'm pretty sure that big runs are easier, just in general. That's a sort of rule of thumb. But you know, we can maybe make some stuff happen here. I mean, it's not a very exciting run. I guess we can do it. It's a little bit unique, maybe. That's fine. Slope waiting for snow groomer. Yeah, we need to get some snow groomers out on the mountain as well. Let's get a mechanic in the mechanics workshop. Cool. I knew that I should have built all of this stuff when the game started, but you know what? I didn't want to. I was resisting. Okay, is this possible? It might be possible, theoretically, to build here. There we go. That's kind of what I'm after. Wonderful. Okay, adjustable tension. We got a lot of research that's just happening in the background. I think since the last time that I checked, we've probably researched like 5 or 6 different bits and bobs, which is great. Okay, let's have a little look at the profiles. How's everyone doing? Beginners freaking love this. Everyone seems to be a little bit unhappy with comfort, environment. Challenge is being met. Challenge is being met, at least for the easy people. But we need to get some better slopes for some pros. We really do. It's just that simple. It's just that simple. Is anyone taking oh yeah, no, a couple of people are taking the lift up here. Honestly, I feel like maybe we're just gonna destroy this and have another crack now that we've got some extra tech, you know? Okay, snow tires, repair training. We are making good progress towards our next upgrade. Soup bar, shelter. Cool. Alrighty. That ain't too shabby at all. Right, so this chairlift right here. Let's pause. Let's delete. I don't know what's going to happen to all of the skiers. They're just going to migrate back onto the... They're going to migrate back onto the route and hopefully just ski down, ski away. Interestingly... Oh, yeah, now we're talking. Okay, that is wonderful. That is wonderful, 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 wonderful stuff. So, are we going to be able to get a route that goes from this area here No, impossible to build uphill slope. I kind of anticipated that that would be a bit of a problem. Area's too steep for building. No matter. If I actually destroy this route, right? If I destroy this route, then I think that this is going to give us the space that we need. Let's keep this as a one person. I want to keep this area a little bit exclusive for now. And we'll see how high we can get over here. Doesn't need to be super high. That's actually kind of perfect. That's actually kind of perfect. So we're going to have a nice large blue route, I think. I hope. We don't want to see it get red. Anything red is not good. So large roots kind of, you know, blessing and a curse because they terraform the land more, and therefore it makes them more susceptible to be red. But at the same time, narrow roots, I think, also offer a much neater element of turning, which means that you can sort of turn them much more quickly, like so, and keep the difficulty kind of high. Okay, anyway, this is looking very, very blue, which is very, very nice indeed. I believe, if we were to have a couple of green bits in the route, it wouldn't necessarily be the end of the world. But I want to try and keep it as blue as possible. Yeah, so something like impossible to build uphill. Yeah, we need to make sure that we don't go uphill. It's oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay, and then right in there. Okay, so will that count as a blue? I really sincerely hope so. Let's unpause and let's let the builders get to work. This is looking really, really good. And you know what this means? It also means that we can do almost certainly a red route over here, which is going to be our first red route if we can make it. Now, we don't really want to go into the most advanced route quite yet. We want to... There we go. I think red is, you know, absolutely what we're after. That's a nice little red route, to be honest. That is a nice little red route. I would love to throw some trees up there if indeed we get the option to later on. Let's get a volunteer assigned here. And then let's get a volunteer assigned over here too. Nothing fancy, doesn't need to be super duper fast, just needs to work. Anyway, that should send our satisfaction through the roof, honestly. I mean, that should be, huge. Absolutely huge. Turns out this is absolutely a blue route. Turns out this is absolutely a red route. This is excellent. That's really, really, really nice indeed. So, we're keeping the green stuff reasonably near the front. We're keeping the advanced stuff reasonably near the end. This is not good, by the way. This is not good. This is a colossal queue. A colossal queue. Snow groomer hangar. Yep, we'll get that. Skier waiting for assistance. Yeah, we should probably get the ski patrol lodge, even if people don't necessarily need it. It's still probably a pretty good thing to do. We got 13 volunteers assigned. We got plenty of potential people that could be volunteering right now. Mechanics workshop. Let's just crank up the numbers. Let's crank up the numbers. And then let's check out research. Small shelter, dedicated storage, tea room. Aha, look at that. Okay. Specializations. Expanded ski area, optimized ski area. Ski lifts, increased length and maximum gradients. Ski lift, increased speed. I think that we have to take speed. Yeah, I think that we have to take speed right now. So I'm going to take GPS assistance, friction sensors. This all seems pretty important. Okay, long distance walkie-talkies. Then we'll see if we can try and get into GPS assistance, etc. Okay, that's pretty good. So I think that the speed of the chairlift is actually increased a little bit, or at least it will be increasing a little bit. Okay, whoa, I saw that we had a new profile. Hold on. Look at this. This is excellent. Okay, we have got a couple of new profiles. I can't click on them in the resort tab, so I'm gonna have to see what's going on over here. Bold adventurers. Okay, they're after advanced slopes, of which we have exactly none. Snowplows are after beginner slopes. Nervous newbies are after blue slopes. Okay, that's cool. All right, so we hit 50 skiers, we hit 50 snow-struck lovers, 50 sport club kids, 50 new fallen snow people, or at least we will be hitting them very shortly, and looks like we've already unlocked them, so it looks like we've already hit that. Either way, this is looking great. This is looking great apart from the fact that we are just not able to shift enough bodies, which is really, really problematic. Right, let's get GPS assistance. 16-person gondola. Yes, freaking please. That's exactly what we want to do. That is exactly what we want to do. I think we might want to hold off. We might want to hold off on another ski lift until we get the gondola, unless we want to go for a cheeky little route all the way up here. Ski lift is too long. It can't be that. It's not far off, you know. It's not far off. I would really dearly love to have like a little area up here that we could just immediately bypass to. We could bypass all of this infrastructure, because look at the sheer number of people that we have waiting. New volunteers, slope waiting for groomer. Yeah, do we have movement in progress? Yeah, we have a lot of snow groomers happening, or a lot of snow grooming happening. But it's just taking a little bit of time for it to get to the right place. Either way, I gotta say, our reputation is real good. Our satisfaction is real good. Everyone seems pretty darn happy. This is a disaster of a queue over here. This is an absolute disaster of a queue over here. Yeah, this is terrible. However, we're about to fix this. We're about to fix this with a proper gondola. GPS assistance is going to increase the movement speed faster, or further still, I suppose. Which is great. Maintenance in progress. Yeah, I wonder if we want to maybe get, like, I don't know, just a bigger run here as opposed to a really, really slow run as we have at the moment. Also, can I smack down a couple of additional research labs? I feel like I probably can. Whether they'll stack, I guess we'll find out in just a second. There we go. Excellent. Volunteers assigned. Let's get 2 of them. And then we will get 2 more over here. I mean, we have plenty. We have plenty of research potential. So, truthfully, I'm not really anticipating any problems. The 16-person gondola is going to be such a freaking game changer that I actually don't know what we're gonna follow it with. 4-person fixed grip chairlift. Gear reducer. Yep, let's do it. Aerodynamic seats. We'll probably do that in a little bit. First aid training. Sure, a tea room. Yeah. Oh, we need to get the soup bar and the shelter in place. Yeah, okay. That's fine. That's fine. Anyway, can we get this 16-person gondola in place? Or, alternatively, the 4-person mixed grip chairlift. I think the gondola is good for now. How steep can we build this? The ski lift is too short. Building area is too steep. Is blocked by the 1-person chairlift. Yeah, so we don't want to do that. We don't want to do this. I really would like to get... the gondola in a sort of busy area. 1-person fixed grip. Right. I'm gonna trust that the video game is gonna allow me to do something with this gondola, which may be a bit of a step too far. But here's what we're gonna try. We're gonna try something like this. Building area is too steep. Blocked by 2-person chairlift. Building area too steep. High altitude kiosk. Okay, so you'll allow that. Building area too steep. This is good though. This is good, right? Like this is what we want. Yeah, so that is absolutely what we want. It's not a very long gondola run, but it's not bad. It's not bad, right? It's not bad. Okay. Also this needs to get changed. We're definitely gonna make modifications to this. And in fact, what we should probably do is we should immediately get our brand new 4-person tech. And let's see. Yeah, now we're talking. Okay. That is gonna be some premium slope action going on over here. This is gonna be brilliant. This is gonna be brilliant. So this is gonna allow us to get for sure the most advanced crazy black run that there is. I'm very, very excited for this. Okay. Crank up the number of volunteers that we have here. There we freaking go. Okay, now I almost suspect that we are gonna see closed? What? Not connected? How did that happen? There we go. I have no idea happened. I don't know how it was disconnected, but it's fine. This ski lift over here, this one-person ski lift, let's actually ditch that, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna crank this up to a 4-person. Crank this up to a 4-person over here. Gradient is too steep. I simply don't believe it, video game. I simply don't believe it. It's too short. I kind of do believe that, actually, now that I think about it. I kind of do believe that. Ski lift is too short. Yeah, okay, so we're not able to really take proper advantage of that. Oh, God, are we gonna have to stick with a 1-person fixed line? I was really kind of hoping that we wouldn't have to, but apparently we do. Okay, let's create a ski route there. I mean, I really don't know if that's allowed. I really do not know if that's allowed. It looks like we're okay, hold on. No, we've created a swarm. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. I have no idea what's happening. We've trapped all of the skiers in this area. I tell you what we do. If in doubt, stick down a tea room, eh? Stick down a tea room. This must be solvable with the power of tea. Hey, it did nothing. Okay, try again. Try with a soup bar. A soup bar. That's good. Let's destroy this. Destroy this. Assign some volunteers. Maybe some people, if they're stuck, are gonna be oh God, this is not good. This is not good. I've done goofed here. I've done goofed. There's some illegal maneuvers going on. There we go. Okay, will that fix things? This is... Hey, we did it! We did it! Look at this. It's like a great migration of penguins. That is truly incredible. Truly incredible. Okay, I mean, what have I learned? What have I learned here? First of all, the snow front is, you know, it's a little bit finicky. It's a little bit finicky. Yeah, so a long queue over here is not exactly ideal. Okay, you know what I think that we do? I actually think that a comprehensive reorganization of this entire area would be really good. Now, there's a couple of reasons why this is completely fine. Mostly, it's because it's dirt cheap, and it in fact costs nothing at all to redo this entire area. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. But let's try again with the gondola. And let's see if we can try and get the gondola just a smidgen higher this time. Because if we're able to let the gondola supply to both sides of the mountain, that would be tremendously powerful. There's got to be a space for it. I think that's it, to be honest. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay. Now try this. Nice. Okay, good. I mean, it's a couple of short little routes. I have no idea whether that's gonna make much of a difference, but it's fine. Let's keep it green if we can on this route down here. Let's try and keep it green. If we cross back here, cross down there, and in there. Okay, now I think that I actually don't dislike that altogether too much. Very good. And then reconnect up this disastrous area over here. So that should be fine, right? Like, that should be fine. I think we should all be happy now. Okay, our reputation, believe it or not, hasn't actually suffered. Let's just continue to invest in as many bits of research as we possibly can. Solar panels? Why would we need solar panels? It increases appeal. Okay? Fine with me. Fine with me. Okay. We need to get some volunteers in the gondola. We need to get this route properly up and running. That is cracking. Okay, I'm miffed. I'm miffed that we now have green routes over here as opposed to proper red routes. It's not the end of the world, but it might weirdly like decrease satisfaction or whatever. Either way, the good news is that we now have a gondola that is properly up and running. Gear reducer. There we go. That's excellent. Let's get the speed increased over there. Let's also increase the number of volunteers that we have on this route. However, this route has exactly no slopes coming off it, so we're going to need to make sure that we get that fixed. We get that fixed real quickly. Can we go around the back here? We can indeed. Okay. I think that honestly, we're going to get a black run. We have to get a black run. It is definitely something that we want to do. We don't necessarily need to have like everything be red on this route, but just the majority of things, right? I mean, this looks bloomin' steep, to be honest. Are you sure, video game, that this isn't a worse run than it looks? Okay. I mean, this looks like a truly horrifically designed ski slope. I really would not know the first thing about designing ski slopes, though. Okay, let's see what that comes out as. I suspect that it's red. That's what I suspect. Yeah, red is fine. Okay, and then let's get another route over here, which is gonna be the toughest, the most difficult. Okay. So I think that should be black. That's red as well. Okay, there's a little bit of black, but not too much. Okay. This is going to be spicy. However, I'm going to need to connect it up here. I mean, even something like that, you know, like a short little run might not go amiss. So what about that? What about that? Does that end up as a black run? That totally does. Cool. I like it a lot. Have we got big queues? We have big queues. Let's bump up the speed a little bit. Okay, this is looking pretty good. We don't need a gear reducer. We do not need a gear reducer on the gondola. All that I need is more tech, to be honest with you. Leather seats, thermal curtain, large shelter, raclette stand. Cool. Alrighty, required maintenance. Skier required assistance. I suspect that we probably want to try and get like more ski lodge facilities or something. We do seem to have lots of problem queues, lots of skiers waiting for assistance somewhere. Oh, they've just fallen over. Do they just wait there until... they just straight up wait there, apparently, until somebody comes to help them. Might I suggest a little bit more of an active approach? Maybe if you stand up, that might do just the ticket. Let's get a couple of ski patrol lodges. We might even be able to get some upgrades to these ski patrol lodges. Minus 100 autonomy. Minus 1 max volunteers. Okay. No idea what that means for us. Not really convinced that it makes that much of a difference. But you know what? Let's plonk down some more ski patrol lodges. I mean, we have what? We have 600 freaking skiers? How on earth did that happen? How on earth did that happen? Okay, let's just get more ski patrol lodges. Let's do it. Ski patrol lodges, excellent. And keep smashing volunteers into them. Autonomy is at 0. Yeah, maybe we should get some ski patrol lodges like dotted around. I feel like this might be what the autonomy thing is referring to. Let's put the lodge over here. There we go. So if we get this constructed, and if we get this constructed in a variety of locations, then perhaps we're going to be able to help people in more locations. That's kind of the dream, I guess. Okay, ski patrol lodge. One more over there. Excellent. Get it constructed. Volunteers. I mean, we have plenty of volunteers. He says. We have plenty of volunteers. However, we are also out of volunteers. But we do get volunteers every now and again, which is excellent. Okay. Skier waiting for assistance. The number of skiers that we have waiting for assistance has basically now just completely disappeared. Let's crank all of these work schedules on, which will presumably decrease autonomy. And if I'm correct in thinking that autonomy is related to how far the ski patrol can actually operate. Snow groomer. Yeah, we need to maybe see if we can try and get some upgrades to the snow groomer, which might be somewhere. I have no idea. Let's get the raclette stand. Let's get the... We can't unlock the 10-person gondola. Friction sensors, multi-strand cable. Sure. Aerodynamic seats. Alrighty. Okay, we need more maintenance facilities, and we need more snow machines. Okay, let's dot them around from place to place. I suspect that this probably doesn't exactly do a great thing for our beauty. I suspect not. Appeal minus 60. Yeah, is there an appeal layer? There is an appeal layer. However, not convinced that it actually shows a gosh darn thing. Yep, there you go. So we can see attendance, lines, slope difficulty. That's cool. That's cool, but no appeal. No appeal overlay. Unless my appeal is so unanimously bad that that there's nothing that can be done about it. Okay, well, given that this is like the most popular area, we're gonna institute some changes over here. A raclette stand, a soup bar, area building too steep. We'll stick a soup bar in over there. Cool. Tea room. We did try to solve our problem with tea last time. It didn't really work as well as I anticipated. A fast food stand. No, I think the fast food stand can be skipped there. There we go. That's looking good. Let's get some volunteers assigned here. We have plenty. And we'll get the small shelter built as well. What else have we got? Large shelter? Oh, a large shelter. No, I mean, if we got a small shelter, then a large shelter is just overkill, to be honest. High altitude food kiosk. You know, let's freaking go. Let's do it. Okay. Volunteers at the small shelter. We are now out of volunteers, but that's not necessarily a problem. We should be just fine. Okay, satisfaction is up. Nervous newbies. Nervous newbies ain't got no area to go. Presumably because the nervous newbies are just, like, they're waiting for ages. They're waiting for absolutely ages. I think that there is a resolution to this. And I think that the resolution is we see if we can try and get a better high capacity 4-person chairlift here. I was gonna get some more snow groomers. Okay, hold on. I got a snow groomer over there, but I really need to get one. I really need to get one over here. What about down here? Oh no. Okay, I've created a monster. This is a disaster. How many people are waiting? 25? I think it's more than 25. I think it's more than 25, video game. Okay, destroy it. And instead, give me a 4-person. Give me a 4-person here. Right. 4-person. Right the way up to... What, like here? Too steep. 4-person, like, right the way up to there. Okay, cool. Is this connected? Is this connected? I don't think that this is connected here. I don't think that this is connected. It's not good. It's not good. Okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, build that. Volunteers. Let's get the volunteers on the go. More volunteers over here. Not connected. It should be. It should be connected in just a second. Okay, and then let's get that over there. Wonderful. Okay, so that should be grand. That should be perfect. That should be perfect. Now have we broken the connection? I think we've broken the connection over here. Well, I don't love how this has happened. But we can fix it. We can fix it, and we can fix it easily. Okay. Volunteers, you got a lot of work to do. You got a lot of work cut out. What's the issue? Why is there a problem? Straight is great. It's the turns that hurts. Yeah. Why is no one skiing down the hill? I have absolutely no idea. Everyone just seems to be buzzing around the kiosks. I mean, if my reputation is good and my satisfaction is good, then what's to complain about? We have a broken run here. Honestly, not really surprised. Not really surprised at all. I have got to imagine that not everyone is just hanging around here because they're after a cup of soup. It's got to be a more refined reason than that, surely. Surely people aren't just milling around for the sake of milling around. Scheduled maintenance on a line. Yeah, that's fine. That's okay. Looks like the number of people that we have waiting over here has reduced, although there is a swarm. There is a swarm that are still waiting around. Let's destroy this. There we go. Okay, that might fix things. That's immediately back up to 25. Okay, good. So if we have occasional problems, then that will immediately lead to many issues. So I think the moral of the story is that we want to try and keep like new constructions to a minimum, and rather than replacing rides, or rather than replacing rides, I say rides, rather than replacing lifts, we wanna just reuse. We want to reuse what we've got. Okay. So this looks terrible, and I genuinely have no idea why this is not working. Because it absolutely should be. Okay, large routes. Let's keep it green. Let's keep it green. I don't want to scare the noobs off, you know? There we go. Okay, so that's fine, right? Like, that's completely fine. So if we get that built, then we'll see what happens. We'll see what everyone does. There we go. Okay, I mean that is a monstrous swarm. What the heck is happening here? They're all stopping at a line. Not connected. Is it not? It's definitely looks connected to me. What the actual heck is happening? What is happening? They're all queuing up. I don't know. Okay, destroy that, and let's go for another large route. And then, you know what? Let's just create a brand new bespoke large route, which will be, I guess, like a base route that we can connect to in the future. Either way. Look at that. Okay, everyone is skiing at different speeds. That's actually quite cool. Bold adventurers go first, then the intermediate people, then the basic people, the people that have just mastered the basics, and then the very beginners. How very interesting indeed. Okay, so once everyone has arrived back at the base station, what's that gonna mean? The crazy thing is that whilst all of this has been happening, we've still got a really, really, really good, like, advanced area. And that seems to be going great. I should really look into the specific needs of the people a little bit more than I actually am, because at the moment I'm not really doing my due diligence. I'm just sort of plonking buildings down and letting everything go. But I should really have a little look. So satisfaction wise, nervous newbies. What is their problem? What is their problem? Oh, we've only got one skier. That was the problem. That was the entirety of the problem. The beginners, we've only got 3 skiers. Sports club, kids. Alright, well, I mean, everyone seems mostly happy, to be honest. Security is a little bit of a problem. Security does seem to be a little bit of a problem. So security is increased through the Ski Patrol Lodge, I do indeed believe. Yes, security plus 40. That's cool. Okay, what other upgrades can we get? What other upgrades can we get? We can unlock the next area now. Very, very cool. Okay, so I'm pretty sure that this just gives us the other Pretty sure this just gives us another whole bunch of stuff. The optimized ski area is still what we're after. I don't think that we can unlock the purple stuff. The purple stuff is optimization specific. We'll get that. Can't get reinforced foundations or anti-twist mechanism. Not necessarily the end of the world. Ergonomic seats, secondary stove. Okay. So satisfaction from nervous newbies just needs to improve, and then we'll pretty much be there. But we're probably just waiting for new people to come in. We did accidentally kidnap, by the looks of it, up to 700 skiers, which was kind of my bad. Yeah, kind of my bad. Where are these problem queues? Skier waiting for assistance. Okay, don't know where that is. These problem queues, I really have no idea where these problem queues are. I thought we were queue busting. I thought we successfully queue busted. This is looking real good now, by the way. This is looking real good. We have a little look at lines. So, 3 people over there. 3 over there, 12 over here. I mean, 13, 12... There's a good number of people that are waiting here. I appreciate that this is a problem queue. But this is also like the advanced area, the most advanced area. And in fact, very, very high capacity indeed. We need to do better. We need to do better over here. I wonder if it's worth us. Looking at, what is this? One person detachable surface grip toe. What about area too steep for building? Gradient is too steep. Ski lift is too long. I feel like there's another route. I feel like there's another route up here. You know? Gradient is too steep. Gradient is too steep. This is a ridiculously steep route, actually. Now that I think about it. It is not easy. Alternatively, what about a gondola? I mean, I know that we've already got a gondola, but I mean, what's the downside to getting another one? The downside is that it's a massive pain in the backside to zone, and this is a pretty steep area to zone specifically. Maintenance, I am probably gonna get just another mechanics workshop. Sure, let's plonk that down. I mean, to be honest, the numbers may look initially terrible, but actually this is pretty good. Our reputation is going through the roof. Same with satisfaction, actually. Snowplows are having a little bit of a rough time. They're the lowest satisfaction of everyone here. Frequency of use. Yeah, I don't often get to ski, but when I do, I go for it. And the reason that the snowplows are unhappy is because the queues are so darned long. Okay, here's another idea. Let's see if we can try and just introduce a brand new high capacity route over here. But let's keep it for normal people. Let's keep it for normal people. So we'll see if we can try and keep the routes kind of green. Maybe even a little bit of blue in there. Yeah, I don't actually hate this at all, actually. Yeah, it's a little too red. It's a little too red for my liking. That's pretty good. Okay, so that's a blue route right there. And then let's maybe see if we can try and find a green route over here somewhere. It's very blue. Again, we gotta be careful with the steepness here. Yeah. We gotta be oh so careful. It would be nice to try and connect this up here over here, actually. So yeah, let's see if we can try and take a slightly smaller route. Make it narrow. Because at the end of the day, I don't think that the thickness of the route actually determines how. I don't think that the thickness of the route determines how many people can ride on it. Cool. Okay, let's get that built. So that's a blue route and also a green route there. And hopefully, again, this is adhering to the new philosophy that I'm adapting to. And that is, instead of destroying old rides, let's just build new rides. Let's just build new rides. So we have the gear reducer in place. Goodness gracious me. Let's continue to go. Let's, what is this? Antifreeze system? Sure. Extra tension, emergency brake, synchronized boarding. Yeah, we should probably get all of that, to be honest. And you know what? We got plenty of volunteers. Let's get some more research labs. I was also really hoping to use this area over here. I still want to, by the way. I still very, very much want to. But now, short term anyway, we need more research labs, I think. Let's get volunteers in this mechanics workshop over here. We should probably get a couple of mechanics workshops just dotted around the place. I mean, it's nothing to concern ourselves with too much, but it would be ideal if we could. Okay. Let's get another research lab down there. This is looking good. The queues are still tremendously problematic, actually. Tremendously problematic. Yeah. Okay, so my idea of sticking a gondola, like, in over here. What are the chances that we can make this work? The gradient is too steep. Oh my god. Okay, the game does not like this. The ski lift is too long. I strangely think that this can actually work. Ski lift is too long. Oh, there's a route here. There's a route here. Okay. I think that's gonna be half the routes. The next route, let's see if we can try and bump it up a little bit more. Gradient is too steep. However, I think if anything could do it, maybe the gondola could. Maybe the gondola could. No. Alternatively, we could give the 4-person chairlift a crack. That might be able to do it. The ski lift is too long. Too steep. Yeah, I was kind of hoping to maybe use the gondola so that we could, you know, first and foremost, shift more people. Area is too steep. Too steep. Ski lift is too short. Never happy, eh? Okay, so that's good. But again, it doesn't really allow us to get, like, as steep as I would like. Max gradient is 40%. What's this? The max gradient is 35. What's the max gradient that we can actually get? It's this one. 1-person detachable tow. Does that allow us to get really, really steep? That totally does. Okay, that's wonderful. Okay, let's freaking go. Let's absolutely freaking go. But let's also get another one. Let's also get another one as high up here as we can. Gradient is too steep. Gradient is too steep. It would be great if we could get 2. I'm kind of rationalizing that, you know, if we're gonna have only a single capacity lift up here, then by getting a second one, we would maybe be in a little bit of a better place. Apparently it's just not possible. Okay. Gear reducer, emergency brake, synchronized boarding. Fine. Let's get it all turned on. We got a volunteer there. Let's get volunteers here. Get all of that turned on. I don't care if it's going to reduce wear and tear. Let's get it all turned on. Let's get all of this turned on as well. Nice. Get this turned on. I know it's going to increase wear and tear. I appreciate that, but I mean, this is what we got to do in order to keep up with demand. Let's get grip control. Let's get hybrid engines. Let's get detachable 6-person chairlift. I like the idea of a detachable 6-person chairlift. I actually really, really do. Major breakdown in progress. Oh no. But we've not even started full operation yet. Okay, so 16-person gondola is still the best, far and away, you know, absolutely. However, the 6-person detachable chairlift, I don't know what the max gradient for that is. I would really, really, really like to know. I would really, really, really like to know what the max gradient is. 12-person gondola? I mean, 12-person gondola isn't as good as a 16-person gondola. Let's be brutally honest. It's not bad, but it's not great. Let's get a mechanics workshop up here. Let's get a snow groomer up here too. Let's build the essentials and the services before we move ahead with the slopes here. There we go. Large shelter. Nice. Okay, so we have a route. We have a route down this way. It's gonna be a little bit difficult to get it connected up, but that's fine. We'll deal with that in just a second. Construction in progress. Construction in progress. Construction in progress. Volunteers assigned to the mechanics workshop. Good stuff. Scheduled maintenance. There we go. Excellent. Antifreeze system. And that's fine. Okay. I mean, so far, so good. So far, so good. Everything is looking fine. Walking liabilities. A walking liability. I love snow and I love skiing, but I'm disaster prone. I spend most of the time on my butt. So I suspect what these people are after, yep, it's basically assistance from the ski assisters. So yeah, we need to just get more shacks for them, which is fine. That's fine. Replaceable components. Have we pretty much completed the entirety of the tech tree? Pretty sure that I have here, actually. Okay, replaceable components. Yeah, we got like a couple of additional bits and bobs to do, but nothing major. How are we doing in terms of resort people? Not bad, not bad at all. We're almost to the end of most of the tracks. Not connected, closed, maintenance in progress. Yeah, so the fact that it's not connected is indeed the problem. Now, we actually have the option, perhaps, to get. Okay, this is gonna be like a brutal run. But something like this, you know? Something like this. It's a very, very boring route, actually. We should try and maybe switch it up a little bit. So this is gonna be a nice route with a little bit of variety. A nice route with a little bit of variety. Nothing too crazy here. Okay, so it's a big route. It's a big route. Excuse me, can I build? There we go. Okay, cracking. Let's get this turned on, this turned on, this turned on as well. Excellent. Okay, this is, wow, we have a lot of people that are waiting here. Let's get a ski patrol lodge over here. And I don't even know. Mechanics workshop. Yeah, we should really just have mechanics workshops pretty much at the base of every single ride because of all of the upgrades that I've added to the list here. Assign volunteers. Assign the volunteers. And then we can freaking go. Okay, so now we've got people using this slope. What is this? This is perceived difficulty. It's a black route. Yeah, that doesn't really surprise me, to be honest with you. Doesn't really surprise me at all. Now, here's the thing. Am I gonna be able to get a? Yeah, this is gonna be a challenge to do because the uphilliness of this area is extreme. I would say, but we might just manage. And at a green/blue route at that is not too shabby at all. That's not too bad. That's a very, very blue route, but I mean, you know, we need blue routes for stum stuff. Sure. Let's basically build a green route there on top of it. I don't necessarily hate the idea of just greenifying this entire route. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, just get it upgraded to be fully green. Because at the end of the day, if we're able to get more people onto the gondola, then I mean that's just excellent. Secondary heating, yep, we'll do that. Grip control as well, we'll do that because why not? Why not? Nice. Okay, how many skiers do we have? 930. Our reputation has taken a little bit of a hit, but at the end of the day, it's not super terrible. Now, what I'd like to do is I'd like to see if I can try and maybe get like a red run in here. A red run is just about what we're after, I think. Don't really want to make it altogether too black. We want to keep the scary bits, but we also want to make sure that there are enough red runs for people to be happy about, you know? Let's do that in there. And yeah, getting uphill at this last little hurdle is a problem. A problem, in fact. I think we're gonna have to come around the back here. Maybe a last little red bit here? No. Okay. Well, I still think that it's going to be perceived as a red run, even if there are a significant number of, you know, blue bits and green bits and non-red bits. It should be fine. Yeah, it's still a red run. It's still a red run. It's, Oh, we can actually adjust the signposts. That's interesting. You know, I think as a red run, that's a pretty good route. It's a pretty good route. Okay, and so just like that, we've added a whole extra dimension to the ski facility. I really think that this is great, actually. I really do think that this is great. Are we almost done with the research tech tree? I mean, we might as well finish it out, eh? Chef's workspace? Sure. Secondary stove? Sure. Sunroom? Sure. I suspect that, to be honest, I just need more kiosks. I need more facilities. I need more facilities for volunteers. Two-person fixed grip surface tow. Fine. Also, I got that brand new... Yeah, this one. The 6-person detachable chairlift. That can manage... Or a 12-person gondola. 12-person gondola can go up to 45... Can go up to 45%, actually. That's kind of crazy. It's too steep for a building. But we'll be able to find a place. We'll be able to find a place. Yeah, I don't think that 45% is gonna be necessary, but it would be good if we could. It would be good if we could get it, you know. Ski patrol. Let's also get a kiosk up here. We'll get a small fast food stand. Sure, what the heck. There we go. Wonderful. And maybe we'll get a snow groomer up here as well. If we can fit it. If we can't, not the end of the world. Small fast food stand. Let's get it built. Okay. Where's our satisfaction? And why is our satisfaction not as high as it should be? Comfort? Comfort is low. Environment is low. It's probably because I've started spamming down so many of these ski assistance buildings. Also, we have 92 people that are waiting for assistance. How am I able to do that? How am I able to square that circle, video game? How on earth am I supposed to square that circle? That seems like a challenge. Ski lift is too short. Blocked by the 4-person chairlift. It shouldn't be. Oh my goodness. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. It's perfect. A brand new ski lift as well. 6-person detachable chairlift. Yeah, we can give that a shot too. All right, cool. Let's just see if we can try and spam down a couple of extra runs, eh? Red run? Yeah. Cool. Nice red run, actually. It's very nice. And then we'll get a couple of little offshoot runs here. Yeah, now we're talking. Look at that. Okay, that is real steep. That is real steep right there. Okay, let's assign some volunteers. We got plenty of volunteers. I think that we have completely finished the research tree now, haven't we? Not quite yet. Very close, though. Very close. Zip fuel. All maintenance buildings plus 20 movement speed. Yes, please. That's excellent. Okay. I feel like we've definitely optimized for quantity rather than quality. But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm not super displeased with that. Like, I think that that's kind of fine. It certainly feels fine. Like, this whole area is nice. It looks good. There are a couple of issues that we've got. You know, major breakdown in progress. I'm not exactly over the moon about the fact that we need to conduct maintenance every 20 seconds, given that we've got, you know, about a billion upgrades on everything. But you know, I kind of feel like quantity is the way to go, you know? Okay, antifreeze system. Yeah, we'll keep that off. All right. Keep that on. All right. Fine. Yeah, I think this is fine. Oh, alright. This is a problem. Ski patrol lodge. Let's get one, and let's maybe even get a second one. And maybe even a third one. There we go. Okay. There we go. Volunteers. Volunteers. Are we able to pick some of these poor sods up, please? That would be really, really nice. There we go. Okay, I think we're getting on top of our problem skiers. We have mechanics, apparently, that we're still waiting for down here, which is a bit strange, but let's get a couple of additional mechanics workshops in this vicinity just to make sure. I thought that we had a couple of mechanics workshops in this vicinity, but apparently I was mistaken. We got a builder's lodge, we got a mechanics workshop over here. Get that upgraded. Okay. Maintenance is still in progress. We'll buy one more. We'll buy one more for good measure, eh? Okay. Cool. Alright, how many skiers are waiting for assistance? A mere 70. Well, I tell you what, we've actually almost crossed the 1,000 mark, which ain't too bad at all. People do seem to be rather displeased with the fact that, you know, most of the rides aren't actually working, which does seem to be a little bit of a downside. Panoramic restaurants, ordering terminals, cool. I think that's it though. Buffering system, I've missed that one. Simplified gondolas. Plus 10% max gradient on gondola lifts. That's actually kind of huge. That is actually kind of huge. And I freaking love it. Well, you know what? I think on that note, I think we're gonna wrap up this little look at Snowtopia. Ladies and gents, if you'd like to see me play a little bit more, perhaps try a different map. We barely scratched the surface of this one, to be honest. There's another 50% of the map over here. In fact, look at this. There's even additional entry points. Look at that. We could have started from any of these places, or indeed, we could still continue. I don't know. Let me know what you want to see in the comments down below. I'm pretty happy with how this area is looking though. Lake, crater, or whatever it is, crater lake. It looks nice. It looks nice. This is a lovely little game, and it doesn't actually involve money, which is a pretty unique and a pretty interesting concept. But anyway, folks, thank you ever so much for watching. My name, of course, has been Open Potato. This has been Snowtopia. Thank you as ever to the fantastic support over on the Patreon page, patreon.com/OpenPotato. Thanks to Banana, Nana, C-Senpai, and Aurelio for being $3 $25+ tier patrons. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye.